into your chair. That's fine. That's the beauty of doing this stuff at home, right? I do want you though to turn your palms up. Yeah, it gives you a little more energy, a little more vitality. If you've had a little too much caffeine this morning already and you're scattered or maybe turned on the news too early, maybe palms down. The palms down helps to, again, kind of calm the nervous system and ground us. Yeah. So I am not leaning up against the back of my chair. I would love for you all to do the same. So you're kind of forward a bit, encouraging those muscles of the core to activate, right? So we're already working on our muscular strength, our musculoskeletal feedback, right? Start to feel that core and make the head just right over the heart, which is right over the belly. So we don't want the head popping forward or the chin popping up, right? Keep everything nice and aligned. We're going to take a big inhale together through the nose, and we're going to open the mouth and make a big sound like ah. A big letting go breath, releasing breath. Inhale. Ah. Really exaggerate it. You're at home, no one can hear you, the cat doesn't mind. Take a big breath in. Ah. And now just settle in. Breathing in and out through the nose. And as you're listening to yourself breathing in and out through the nose, just ask yourself, what is it that I'd like to feel today? I always love to ask this question. Those of you who are familiar with me know that I ask it often. I can easily give you an intention, right? A focus for your practice like peace or love. But that might not be what you need today. What do you need to feel more of today? If you're not sure, just ask the question. What would I like to feel more of today? Just breathe in and out through the nose, letting this kind of bubble up for you. Reminding yourself to let go of the shoulders and the jaw. Just a few more breaths here. Flooding the body with that healing feeling word. Three more breaths. Breathing in. Breathing out. And ever so gently, pick those shoulders up, really pick them up all the way up towards your ears, squeeze them up there, and then roll the shoulder blades back like you're opening your chest like a book and squeezing those shoulder blades together like a V shape down your back, and then drop the shoulders back, chin in, and now you probably kind of blew out what we call blow out energy here in the core. So start to kind of pull that back as well, and then try to soften into it. I know we're kind of contracting, kind of squeezing those muscles together, but as best you can, try to now soften into that holding, right? And then we're going to just drop our right ear to our right shoulder. Try to keep that chin in, plugged in, right? Like a drawer in its slot. Right? And then if you'd like to, you can reach that left arm out. You can kind of hang it out in space, or you can reach for the chair leg behind you, getting into the scalenes. And oh my goodness, that's pretty nice. Yeah. And then we're going to inhale. We've done this before. Inhale, lift the chin up towards the right corner where the wall meets the ceiling, and then drop that chin towards the left collarbone. Slow and hold, right? Inhale. Hold. You might even hold the breath, a little kumbhaka breath retention. And then exhale, lower down. Hold all that air out, little breath retention. Now work at your pace. You might go slower than I am. You might go faster than I am. Moving with your breath for 3 more rounds. Keep minding the shoulders and the shoulder blades. Very nice. We'll pick that head up, bring it back to center. And I'm just going to give a little shoulder roll now. We're just kind of rowing those shoulders up, back, and down. So we're going backwards. We have lots of skill with those shoulders rounded and hunched forward. We want the antithesis of that ventral drag. We want the opposite of that rounding forward. Last time, roll it here. Sigh the breath out. Engage the core, chin in. Engage those muscles of the upper back. Then drop your ear to the left shoulder. Just notice what feels different here. Chin in. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you just let that arm dangle. Maybe you reach back for the chair. Totally different sensation for me on this side. Be curious, right? Always about what you're feeling in your body. So this is the other reason why we like to go slow enough so we can really feel and connect, right, to our body wisdom. Your body knows. So find that wonderful yes, nodding yes on the diagonal. Really nice and slow and controlled. And maybe even pause at the top of the inhale. And then pause at the base of the exhale. Really important. A lot of us carry a lot of tension in the jaw, the neck, and the shoulders. This is wonderful repatterning for that. And also, I've talked about that nerve flossing or nerve gliding and moving in a way to reduce inflammation in the body, moving in a way to stay hydrated and supple, create synovial fluid in the joints. One more time, one more time. Good. When you're up, you'll bring that head back to center. Well done. Lifting the ribs. I want you to kind of inflate the rib cage and the lungs to get buoyant in the arms. Lift the arms up and drop the shoulders away from the ears. Pull that navel space back, but lift the heart up. Maybe you find a little back bend by looking up to the sky. Again, you don't have to. Exhale, bring those hands down, head to center. And do that one more time. Just lift the ribs, fill the heart space with breath, and then the arms will start to follow. Drop the shoulders, maybe look up, and then exhale. This time, we're going to take it all the way down to a forward fold. So you could stop halfway. You're going to hinge, lift up, lift up. You're going to hinge halfway from your hips. Sorry, you could stop halfway, hands on thighs, or you could continue to let your body roll down, crown of the head to the ground, feet flat on the ground. Lift your eyes, lift your heart, right? Kind of press the crown of the head forward to what we would call a flat back extend. Exhale, round the spine forward, fold. One more time, flat back extend. Try to get the neck as flat as possible. So you want to feel like you're pushing the back of your neck up to the sky. We don't want to arch the neck and pop the chin up. From this half forward fold, from Ardha Uttanasana, engage your core. Take your arms out like airplane wings. Now look down. If you just looked up to the computer to see what I was doing, I want you to look down now. Get that neck flat and safe. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Use your core to lift your torso right back up to start. Yeah, easy peasy. Start to bring your right hand to the front leg of your chair. Lift the ribs away from the waistline and just let yourself slide to your level of comfort. If your left shoulder is feeling sticky, or if you have any projects going on in the shoulder, I want you to take that hand behind your back. Really open the chest, right? Drop down, relax the shoulders, maybe give a little smile, it never hurts. Again, communicates to your nervous system to send out some happy hormones. Okay? Relax the shoulders, engage the core, start to come on up. Windmill those arms to the other side or not, right? Maybe you just bend the elbow, hand behind your head, or maybe you take that hand behind your back, open up the chest, down. Pull that navel towards the spine, really rotate the chest, pull the belly. Are we okay?
Yeah.
Still on? Mm-hmm. Come on, up and over, relax the shoulder, down and back. Arm does not have to be in the sky, right? Keep it friendly, keep it safe. Ooh, big lateral flexion for the spine. Engage the core. Right, so even in our chair, we're going to move the spine in 4 directions. Flexion and extension. Right? Flexion is that rounding, which we're going to do right this very second. We're going to take our arms into goalpost. You stay where you are. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see goalpost arms. I'm going to push my upper back towards the wall behind me. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale and crunch, crunch, crunch. Bring those elbows together. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Inhale, lift the heart. Open the elbows out to the side and maybe even bring the elbows slightly behind my shoulders if I can. Right, so I want you to keep looking forward. Drop those shoulder blades down. So here is our extension, our back bending for the spine. Push the upper back away, pull the navel to the spine, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, flexion, rounding, cat stretch, flexion for the spine. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, so a little cat-cow in the chair. Now, if you're feeling unsteady or unsafe, do you have to have your arms in the sky? Of course not. Hold on if you'd like to. Right, hands behind, hands forward, whatever works. Whatever feels correct for your body. We're going to do 2 more rounds. Rounding and back bending, opening up the spine. Shoulders away from the ears. Good. And now we're going to see how different that forward fold feels. When we're ready, come on up. Inhale, lift the heart to lift the arms. Maybe find a little back bend, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe it feels a little easier. Pull the navel to the spine. Exhale, hinge from the hip. Maybe you pause here halfway. Or maybe you fold all the way down, fingers to toes, crown of the head to the ground. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the eyes, looking at the floor, just down the tip of your nose. Half a forward fold. Flat back extend. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half a forward fold. Take the belly button towards the spine. Keep looking down the tip of your nose. Arms out like a T. Engage the shoulder blades. Lift the torso all the way back up to start. Inhale, lift your right knee up to the sky. Exhale, keep your right knee up. And then just kind of take your hands, give them a little clap underneath your thigh. Inhale. Keep that right knee up there. Exhale. Now, interlace those fingers around the belly of your hamstring and kick, extend out. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Push the belly of the muscle into your hands. This really helps to stretch at that whole area, neck, shoulders, thoracic, outlet, biceps, triceps even. One more time. Kick, kick, kick. And then we're going to hold this knee 90 degrees again. Inhale. lift, and then exhale, crunch again, maybe around the foot if you want to, or the hands can go at the hamstring. Keep that knee up. Inhale, working those quads, working those hip flexors, and then crunch, a little abdominal crunch. Good, and then extend out. Ika Pada, or a little flamingo pose. See what you can do. If you need to have the leg down, go for it, toes down. One more big breath, whatever works, right? Keep it friendly, keep it safe. Pause. Just breathe, right? And notice what feels good, what feels challenging, what might you need to do differently or not on the other side. Good. One more breath here. Take a big inhale, lift the arms, lift that left knee. Hold that knee, flex your foot a little bit so the ankle is right underneath the knee. Exhale, just kind of clap the arms right underneath the knee or the hamstring there. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. This time, interlace. Push that hamstring into your hands and then pull the hands into the hamstring. So we're stretching and pulling and reaching, navel back, start to kick. And again, your leg might come level with your hip, or it might not. Maybe it stays down. Maybe you just simply toe tap, right? Toe tap. That's fine. No right, no wrong. Listen to your body. I always say, right, keep it friendly. Lift that knee. One more time. Inhale. Lift the arms. Hopefully I didn't forget something. Give a little crunch, abdominal crunch. Squeeze from rib cage to hips. Maybe you kind of wrap the hands around the foot, or again at the hamstring. Lower that knee just hip height. Inhale. Give a little crunch. Abdominal crunch. All that breath out. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Hold it, get all that air out, really contract, inhale up. And last one. I feel it in my hip flexor. I don't know about you. That's good. Knee, foot down, knee down. And then we'll lift the ribs away from the waistline. Hopefully I didn't forget something. If I did, feel free to chime in. It happens sometimes. Think belly button first. I want you to keep looking at me. Keep looking at me, belly button, rib cage, keep looking at me. I got you, I got you. Then when the torso is all the way to the right, now you can turn your head and look to the right. Take that left hand to the outside of your right knee. You could keep your right hand on your hip. You could reach for the back of the chair, or you could extend your right arm. I'll turn to the side, and all the way out to the side if you wish. So inhale and exhale, can you soften any edges that are gripping, right? Let go of any tension. Notice your fingers. Maybe smile, it helps. Look down that right shoulder if you haven't already. Something else, if you'd like to try, you can stay here, or you could lift your right knee off of the ground again and hold right, just above that crease of the knee, or you could extend, if you are so inclined, your right leg, right, and keep twisting, looking over that right shoulder. If you're holding your right leg in extension, and you have any feedback behind your knee, I want you to put a bend in your knee. Right? And then I want us to, if you're holding your leg like this, bring it closer to the midline, and then flex the foot. You don't have to straighten the knee, but flex the foot. See how that changes your stretch all the way up the edge of your leg, IT band. Woo, baby. Good. Flexion, extension, lateral flexion, that side bending, and twisting. 4 movements of the spine. So bend the knee if you've got that leg extended. Carefully unwind, belly button, rib cage, eyes, right back to center. So you just at home, you don't have to turn to the side in case you did. I'm just showing you what it looks like, you know, on a different angle so you can see. When you're ready, belly button, ribs to the left. Keep looking at me. I got you. Belly, ribs, eyes. And then when the torso is where it will go, eyes to the left, right hand to the outside of your left knee. Sigh the breath out. Get those shoulders away from the ears. Do what feels natural with your left hand for you. Right? We can hold on to the chair. We can extend it behind our shoulder. I'm going to turn again to the side in case you're not sure. Extend it from the shoulder. And you can stay here. You could lift your left foot off the ground and kind of just hold right above that knee at the flesh of the hamstring. You could stay like that and squeeze the leg over. You could extend the leg out a little more. You could maybe reach for your foot. Everybody's different. Keep a bend in the knee if you need to. Right? Keep looking over that left shoulder. Relax the shoulders. Whether your knee is bent or straight, can you kind of kick through your heel and drag that leg a little closer towards the right, towards the midline, towards the belly button. Are you smiling? Woo. Slowly, slowly, slowly start to bring everything down. Bend your knee, release the hand. We unwind the way we came in. Nicely done. All right, we are super stretched. So I'm going to invite us to come up and out of the chair. Right. So actually, wait, pause. If you got out of the chair, come back down. I changed my mind. I teach a balance and strength class, as I mentioned, in partnership with the JCC. And we practiced this last night. Getting in and out of a chair, right? So easy enough, but as we age, this very simple daily process changes, whether we like it or not, it does. And so everything that we're doing, of course, is to make us feel good, happy, healthy, right? But also for preservation, right? Preservation of our posture, of our bones, our safety, right? Our balance. So I want to just play with this a little bit. My feet are hip width apart. Turn forward for a second. Feet are hip width apart. Most of the weight is in my heels. I'm going to engage my core and just check, right? Try to come up out of the chair and then come right back down. So do you, and again, there's no right, no wrong. Do you need to put your hands on the chair to help you come up to standing? Maybe, that's okay. Right, so come back down if you stood up. We're going to play with this a little bit, nice and slow. Weight is in the heels, get grounded, engage your core, and we're going to practice. If you need to have your hands on the chair, do that. But can you lean forward with a 45-degree angle? Weight is in your hips, and keep that booty back, engage the quads, and come up to stand. Bend the knees, hinge slightly from the hips, and slow and controlled, come back down to the chair. Right? If you need to hold on, hold on. If it's relatively easy for you to get in and out of the chair, then I want you to try this. I want you to take your arms forward like zombie arms, right? Engage the core, load up your quads, come to stand, hips back, booty back, engage the core, load up the quads, and sit. Keep your arms out like a zombie. Yeah. Can we try that a few times? So if it feels relatively easy, great. Keep doing this. I want you to think about, as I mentioned maybe a couple weeks ago, anytime you're standing in a line at the grocery, or you're washing dishes, or you're doing something that's allowing you to stay put, right, for any longer than a 1 minute time frame, practice your balance, right? Stand on one foot, switch sides. Same with this. Throughout the day, right, periodically practice getting up and out of a chair with, you can stay seated now, with your arms out. Yeah, but be safe. If you need to hold on, hold on. So the leg muscles are part of our core, part of our trunk, right? So we want to keep those nice and strong to help us, right, lift up out of the chair, core tight. So that was fun. Thank you guys for playing along. So one more time, let's use good body mechanics. Weight is in the heels, pull that core back, engage the quads, come up to stand, and here we are. Yeah? Whew, very good. Alrighty. So option, you could ditch the chair entirely. You could use part of the chair. We're going to just come into a little bit of a warrior series so we can build some strength and some bone density, hopefully, if we keep practicing over time, right, in the hips and in the spine. So I'm going to start. I'm going to come over on this side to start because I think I'm backwards of you guys. So I'm going to mirror you. We're going to start with our right foot, right leg. So option one, no chair, turning the right toes towards the right, and then just bend that right knee so it's directly over the ankle and the knee is moving towards the pinky toe. My left foot is extended. I don't have to go really wide, right? That's not necessary, but it is parallel. So the feet are perpendicular, right? And arms will come out, head over heart, over belly. Now, next option to utilize the chair. Maybe you just touch the knee to the seat, right? Maybe hands are low and you hold on to the back of the seat. Maybe you put a foot on top of the seat. This is a really nice stretch, by the way, if you want to use the chair to experience this. Amazing adductor stretch, wonderful hip opener. So maybe even just try it, feels pretty good. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. We're going to roll the shoulders back so the palms go up, yeah? Big sigh of the breath out. And then I want you to move the torso. I want you to move the torso back to the left and then to the right, like you're reaching for something here. And then no, it's over here. Go grab it, go grab it. Nope, it's back over here. Pull it. And then last time, take it behind to the left. Very good, very good. Take that right arm down to the inner thigh, left arm up and over. Maybe the hand goes on the seat of the chair. So stay here. If your foot is not on the chair, what are you doing? We are in an extended side angle. So maybe that right elbow comes onto the thigh. Your left arm does not have to be in the sky. It could be behind you. You could put your hand on the chair. So again, just keep it friendly. One more big breath. Good. Hand will come down if your hand is up. Now, I want you to hold on to the chair, pivot so you're now facing the chair. Your left toes are forward and your right foot is on the chair. And you're just going to lean slightly forward. I'm going to shimmy my left foot back a little bit so I'm going to better alignment, right? Head align with the hip, align with the foot. I'm just going to sink forward, pushing into that left foot, scissoring the inner thighs together. Maybe the hands stay on the thigh. Maybe the hands sweep behind and come up overhead. Warrior one. Now, stay here. What does it look like if you're not in the chair? Maybe your knee is pressing up against, or your foot, toes are pressing up against the chair for support. I don't know. Yeah, 2 more breaths. We're going to play with our balance here. So do have the chair close by. If you're not using the chair and you're practicing on the floor, that's fine, but we're going to evolve this into a warrior 3 balance pose. So get close, be safe, keep it friendly. 1 more breath. Good, those hands are going to come down. Here's the option. So you might want to watch first if you're unsure. Hands are going to come down to the chair, and I'm going to just sweep that right leg behind me. I'm going to flex my foot, kind of take this bend out of my back into my leg. I'm going to inflate the kidneys. I'm going to push through my heel and turn my toes down, hands on the chair, or maybe I let go for a moment or two, or maybe I let go entirely. Depends, right? So if you haven't gone, let's go together. You're there, congratulations. Right? Lean forward, hands come down, be safe. Kick that leg back, donkey kick. Flex the foot, roll the inner thigh together, look down at your left toes, hands stay on the seat or fingers stay on the seat, or maybe not. Right? Challenge. Good. So the question in your head might be, do I bend my standing leg or do I keep it straight? The answer is yes. You choose, right? If you need to bend the knee, great. This is going to build the butt even more. If you can straighten the legs, great. Slowly, slowly, I want you to come right back up to stand. Woo. Pause, catch your breath. Woo. Yeah. Nice. So I'm going to walk over to the other side. Very nice. So options, turning the toes out, left knee bending, right foot perpendicular, hips, right, externally and internally rotating. So that left knee is moving towards the pinky toe, arms up, roll the shoulders back so the palms go up. It helps to just kind of open up the shoulders. We're here, or we're holding on. Or if you want that big hip opener, this might not be for everybody. Wonderful stretch, like I said, for the inner thighs. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. So remember in our opening, I asked you to, sorry, I lost my balance there. Ask yourself what it is that you'd like to feel today. Can you come back to that? And maybe challenge your balance, close your eyes, and flood your breath with that feeling. And I want to feel at ease today. Just want to feel easy, right? No pressure. So how does that feel in my shape? How does that feel in my body? Where can I find more ease? Good. And start to lean over. Bring that hand down to the chair or elbow to the thigh. Maybe right hand goes behind your back, extended side angle. Or maybe that arm, what a good stretch, comes up overhead. Yeah, this is why we encourage mats under the chair. Yeah, open up. Relax the shoulders. So now that we've got that feeling in our body, can you kind of make it a color? Yes, I said a color. What is, for me, what is ease? What do I see or feel when I think of ease? What color is ease? What shape does it take? Breathe that in. If the arm is in the sky, bring it back behind you. Start to open yourself up a little more. Carefully come out of your shape. Right? Hold on. Turn those toes forward. Bend your left knee so the knee is over the ankle. Maybe you stay holding onto the chair. Pull that belly in. Cement into that outside edge of the right foot. Maybe the arms come up overhead. Warrior one. Sigh the breath out. Right? Come back to that feeling. What does it look like to be embodied? What does it feel like to be embodied with that feeling? Yes. Maybe close the eyes a little bit. See how that changes things. We're going to head into that balance. So take your time. Hinge forward. Hands on the chair. right? And slowly start to take that left foot back, toes down, spiral the inner thigh towards the opposite inner thigh, right? Squeeze those inner thighs towards each other. Maybe the hand stays on the chair. Maybe you take them off once or twice. Maybe you take them off completely. Right? Tell yourself, stay here, tell yourself, I am your word, right? I am ease. Whatever your word is, I am. Infuse that into your shape, infuse that into your cells. When you move throughout your day, right? Embody it. Slowly, slowly start to look up, maybe hands on chair, or maybe you challenge yourself and bring that leg back to standing. Pause. Maybe close the eyes for a moment. And again, feel that sensation in the body, right? What does it feel like to be infused with your word? Good, well done. I'd like us to practice one more balance practice. And again, chair or no chair, no problem. So we're going to come into what's called palm tree pose, or we're going to build up to it. So really what it entails is just you coming up on your tippy toes. So I want you to just give yourself permission to evolve, or to grow with it. Maybe you start 100%. I'm going to turn my chair around so you can see. Maybe you start 100% holding onto the chair, and you just lift one heel off the ground, just one heel. Yeah. Maybe you let go and just lift that one heel off the ground. Maybe both heels come off the ground and you hold on, or again, just the opposite heel. Maybe you let go every once in a while. I don't know. Both heels off the ground if you can, or alternate. Right? Keep it friendly. Hold on to the back of the chair, maybe just with a pinky or an index finger, or let go entirely. Next step, right, if you feel safe, is to take the arms, maybe one arm, up out to a Y shape and spread your fingers. Right, maybe alternate the heel lift. I've got both heels off the ground, one hand on the chair, maybe both hands come off the chair. Right, maybe you stay up, or maybe you start to kind of do a little monster walk, a little palm tree walk around your chair. If you feel safe. If you don't feel safe, don't do it. Right? We'll take a little journey around the chair. Woo. Good. And pause. Bring everything back down to the ground. Roll the shoulders. Take a deep breath. Good. From palm tree to regular tree. Hand on, open. We're nice and open now from those warrior poses in the hip. So I've got my right toes on the ground. Maybe I lift that right foot up, avoiding the inside of the knee. Chair is there for your support whenever you need it. And maybe you come all the way up. Always the caution in this is that we're not pushing that left hip to the left. I want to squeeze that left hip, left inner thighs together. Maybe hands come away from the chair. Keep it close. Maybe you even pull the chair close to your hip just for support. Wherever you want your arms is great. So if you're one that your balance is pretty solid right now, and it'll change all the time, you can play and challenge yourself here too. You could close your eyes, make sure you're safe. Right? You could look up. You could lift your heel again, once or twice. It's a good thing you all are muted. You're probably cursing me out right now. Ooh. One more. Just try one of those variations. Just try. Yes. Ooh. Give a little pedal push, little march in place. And then you'll try the other side. So I kind of like that feedback of having the hip just grazing the top of the chair. That's lovely. Or not. Again, this is all what you want to experience. Hands maybe in the center of the chest to help lift you in that balance, or maybe cactus, or out to a T, or traditional, whatever feels good. Again, find your friendly Goldilocks sensation, right? You want a little challenge, but you want to feel safe. What are your options? I'll repeat them, right? You can look up. You could close the eyes. You could lift a heel once or twice. Ooh, this side feels heavy. It's harder to lift my heel off the ground on this side. Stay curious. One more big breath wherever you are. And slowly, slowly come out. Great, and give again that little march in place. Yes, so good. We're going to use the back of our chair. So if you have the chair facing front and you have enough room behind it, great. If you need to turn it to the side like I've done, great. Your hands are just going to touch the top of the chair. We're going to step back, about, I don't know, maybe 3 feet away from the chair-ish, like 3, 4 feet. And again, I'm hinging from my hip and I've got this straight line, right? Head to tailbone in a straight line. And my legs are directly under my hips. Engaging the core, I'm just going to lift my tailbone up and drop my chest down to my ears by my biceps. So check in with the backs of your knees. If this is causing any sensation in the backs of your knees, I want you to bend your knees a little bit. Yeah, and drop that heart. Drop the chest. Your ears are by your biceps. You should be feeling a great stretch up the back of your legs. Maybe a big stretch at the biceps, the triceps. Pull that navel to the spine. This is our version of downward facing dog. So great. One more big, beautiful stretch. Put a little bend in your knees. If you haven't, put a little bend in your knees and see how that changes your stretch. So good. Now, stay here. Stay here. Can you heel toe your feet out a little wider so they're level with your shoulders? Press your hamstrings back to the wall behind you. Press your chest back to your quadriceps. Wide leg, downward facing dog. Put a little bend in your knees. If you can, I want you to take your left hand away from the chair and start easy. Bring your left hand to your outer right thigh. Look down. Start to move your belly button. Remember how we twist? Move your belly button first, your rib cage, and then your eyes to the right. Looking underneath your right underarm. Keep your hips level. If you feel like you can handle a little more, bring that left hand down your leg. Let it slide to the outside of your ankle or to your foot. Keep rotating. Belly button, ribs, eyes to the right. Twisting down dog. Slowly slide that hand up. Right, bring the hand onto the chair. I want you to look up, look forward, lift your chest, lift your heart, drop your shoulders, and then carefully come up onto your tippy toes. Ooh, yeah. Drop the shoulders, lift the heart. So it's almost like an upward facing dog. You could maybe bring your hips forward a little bit underneath your shoulders. Yes. Good. And then one more time, start to drop the chest, wide leg down dog. Ears by your biceps, pull your belly button towards your spine, move your belly button, move your rib cage towards the left. Take your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Level your hips. Stay here or let that hand slide down your leg. Ooh, little squeeze, isometric squeeze of your inner thighs together. Keep rotating your torso. See if you can look under that left underarm. Soften what you can. Ha. Relax your neck. Embody that healing feeling word. Right? If you were able to attribute a color, can you breathe in that color and then exhale, expand that light all through your body. One more time. Eyes forward. Put a little bend in your knees. Carefully start to bring that right hand back. Hold on. You could be a little dizzy. Hold on. Right? Eyes forward, heart forward. And then this time, slowly walk your feet towards the chair. Take your time. Woo! How'd you do? Okay. Come back to seated. You've earned this. You can sit all the way back, but maintain your good posture. Right, don't let it all fly. Ground your feet. If you need to, blocks underneath your feet or a blanket underneath your feet. Definitely palms down for a moment. Let's inhale together through the nose. Open the jaw and letting go breath out. One more time. Good. Can you allow the eyes to close down, but then softly roll them upward? Can you relax the bottom jaw? Maybe even kind of softly stick the tongue between the teeth. With gently closed lips, right? Barely lips, softly parting to accommodate that push of the tongue. On your inhalation, hear your voice saying, I'm breathing in. On your exhalation, hear your voice in your head or aloud, I'm breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And just sit here and feel the effects of your practice and kind of run through this with me. All that we accomplished, right? Strength, bone building, stability, balance, flexibility, breath work, moving the spine in 4 directions. Moving into the rest and digest side, our parasympathetic nervous system. And we've accomplished so much in this almost 55 minutes. Changing our physiology, changing our neurology, changing our relationship with how we feel and how we see the universe and how the universe sees us. I am ease. Can you start to tell yourself and the universe what you already know? What is your truth? What is it that you identify that you'd like to feel more of today? On your inhalation, silently or even out loud, say I am. And on your exhalation, say that word. I'm going to invite you to stay here. If you would like a longer meditation, continue to stay with this I am statement for as long as you like. If you feel like completing your practice with me now, bring those hands together at the center of the chest, Anjali Mudra. Anjali means to offer, lift the heart, offer your heart to your head, and offer your head to your heart, sealing this practice of body and mind and body. Om Soham Soham Saha. I am that I am. As I bow in honor to the healing feeling one in me, which bows and honors to the healing feeling one in each and every one of you, in this space, we remain one. Namaste, everyone.